Hello everybody, Tahoe Yak Fisher here. Today I'm going to do a little DIY project on my Ascend FS10. Awesome fishing kayak. If anybody is interested, I've got another video up reviewing it. I use my GoPro, so it's a horrible quality video, but only because I don't know how to use the thing properly. Anyway, I digress. Let's talk about my project. I am going to install this. See if we can get a clear shot here. Atwood 3/8 inch bow loop, stainless steel. Two reasons. Number one, I can lock the boat up. I keep them in my backyard here and don't want anybody to walk away with them. But number two, in a emergency, I could be pulled by a larger craft. So this is kind of going to be the abbreviated version. I had started a video and accidentally hit the wrong button and erased it, and I had already gone through the steps. And as I've mentioned, I am no editing wizard. As a matter of fact, I don't know how to edit at all, so this is what you get. Anyway, so I made some changes to the hardware it came with. It came with standard SAE washers and stainless steel nuts, but I upgraded to stainless steel, larger washers, and nylocks. You know, a nylock will stay on there better and not going to come off. I marked and drilled the holes where I wanted them. One big old pain in the butt with this boat is it has construction foam filled in to the bow for buoyancy. So up there at the top you can see the light shining through the holes I drilled, and you can see the foam that I have cut away using a keyhole saw to make that area accessible. So the real trick is going to be getting the nuts onto the threaded post of the bolt. Also, the bolt was far too long, so I cut some off. Cut it off using a cut-off wheel. You know, if you're not familiar with using tools like this, please get someone to help you. You can mess up the threads. Even worst case, you can mess your hands up. So anyway, I've got the bolt cut to length. I've got the holes drilled where I want them. I've got the upgraded hardware. So in order to fish the washer and the bolt onto these threads, I have employed the ingenious use of duct tape. So I've got the bolt literally duct taped to the washer. That's going to keep them together until I get them started. As soon as I get them started, I can peel the duct tape off and figure out how to get a wrench on them. Now for that process, this has to be in place, but I'm not going to sink it down in all the way. I'm just going to get it through far enough that I have threads I can catch. That way will have more room to work with my hand. As soon as I have the one farthest away from me started, I'm going to tighten it down all the way and then figure out how to get the washer and the nut on this end, because this one's going to be real hard to reach with a wrench. I figure my best bet is going to be a deep well, you know, because the socket has to make it past the leg that's in the way of the U-bolt, which means I may have to get rid of more foam in order for that to fit in there, more of that construction foam. But regardless, so I am going to take the next step, see if the duct tape helps me get that started. I tried to get it started without it, and I just can't hold both of those in place and turn them as far away from me as they are. I'm crawling up in there as far as I can fit. So, stay tuned. I'm going to pause it here for a minute and take a next step, and then I will be back with you. Alright everybody, quick little update. I'm fighting it. I've got the nut started on this one, but I can't figure out a wrench combo that'll fit in there that I can reach. Kind of needs to be a deep well socket to get past the shaft that's in front of it. And this foam is supposed to be in here for buoyancy to keep the boat safe, and I'm going to have to cut more of it out. But I think I can probably just get some regular construction foam and spray it on in there, like all the chunks of the plastic from the production of the boat. Anyway, a little tougher than I thought with the reach and all that good stuff, but keeping it real, thought I'd show you how far I got. The duct tape worked, holding the bolt and the washer together to get them started. So they're in there, it's good to go. I just got to figure out how to make it tight. So I'll be back shortly, show you what I did, and hopefully I'll have success by then. Right on, thanks. Alright everybody, I pulled it off. These are the tools that got the job done. This wrench was invaluable. You know, it's one of the box ratchets. At one point, this further away from me bolt, I was laying down in the cockpit. You know, this further away from me bolt, I could get this on there, but I could only get it to tighten one click at a time. Took a while to get that one tight. Once this one was tight, this one was actually a super piece of cake. I'm going to show y'all how much foam I had to cut away to do it. Let's see if we can get it to focus here. My battery is dying on my phone. So this focus is horrible, but that's how much foam I had to cut away. I think I'm actually probably just going to buy a can of spray foam and fill it in. So as my focus dies, oh, there we go. I somehow clicked it off of autofocus. So let me show you guys in there again one more time. There you go. So I got it tight. I got nylocks on there. I got heavy duty washers. It is so solid that even with my full hand strength, and I put 2 hands on it at one point, I can't even get the plastic to flex. So there you go. A nice stainless steel deck loop that I can use to lock the boat, that I can also use to tow the boat if I had to. And what I had to do to install it. If you have any questions about the install, I'd be happy to answer them. Just you know, post your comments under the video. Now, one thing I will tell you that I did is this is a 3/8 shank, and I used a 15/32, 1/32 smaller, and hogged it out until it was basically a press fit. That way, when I was shoving it in there, but not all the way, so I could get the bolt started, it would be nice and tight and it would hold its place. And then, I mean, all hand strength, I didn't have to hammer it down or anything, but, you know, tip with this, it seems to me these plastics, if you use a 3/8 drill bit, it actually drills slightly over 3/8. So if you're trying to get a tight fit, start with a 32nd smaller and either hog it out or work your way up. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope this was informative. If you have any suggestions, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. Tahoe Yak Fisher out, and tight lines.